Hello everybody, welcome to Crafty Soup. My name is Misty. Today I have the SCT Sampler Kit reveal for you for the month of August. If you're new to the idea of these SCT Sampler Kits, they are put out by the Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine, and they, like the name implies, are samples of current products on the market. Now, when you get your kit in the mail, you will have it packaged in this little baggie, and SCT gives you this card with a theme word for your kit. And on the back of the card will be a list of the different manufacturers and supplies included in the kit. There's often two different lines of scrapbook supplies, as well as one nice reusable item that is included in the kit. SCT also provides an embellishment based on the theme word, and for the last several months they have been these acrylic embellishments. Now here is our reusable supply for this month, which is a stamp set by Gina K, and it is a sweet little floral stamp set, and I use stamp sets in both in card making and in scrapbooking, so be sure to keep that in mind when you see a stamp set. Don't let it intimidate you if you're just a scrapbooker. Now in here we have a little partial pack of these enamel dots from the Obed Marshall line. That's the only thing from that line in this kit this month, which is unusual, but there you go. Now this line is from the Simple Stories Sun-Kissed collection, and we have partial packs of two different die cuts, some foam stickers, and then these are cut-apart sheets from their paper line. And then we go into the regular pattern paper selections here, and I will show you both sides as we go through this. Now, I did like this line, and I actually already purchased some of these supplies, so this will be fun to have a few extras to throw in with the kit that I already have. And wrapping up the pattern papers for that Simple Stories line, we will go ahead and move on to the next collection kit, which is Amy Tangerine for American Crafts. This line is called Brave and Bold, and I will have links for you in the show notes for everything that I talk about in this video, including how to sign up for the SCT kits, or if you're just interested in purchasing these products on your own, I have links for that as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at these embellishments. Up first is a partial pack of die cuts, and it's hard to catch on camera, but some of these die cuts do have an iridescent shine to them. And there is also a set of foam stickers in here as well, and then cut apart pattern papers. And then here we go into the main pattern papers for this Brave and Bold collection, and I am in love with this collection. These cooler pink colors combined with richer teals has definitely got me intrigued, and I think I will be buying more of this line in the near future. And that is partially why they give you samples of supplies, is to kind of give you a little tease to see if you want more of these collections. And I'm interested in those kind of animal prints on the backside in fun colors, which doesn't usually catch my attention. So that is it for the unboxing for the kit for this month. But if you know me, I always include some kind of project to go with these kits to give you some tips and tricks on how to put these supplies to use, since they are samples. And this month I have a scrapbook layout that I'm going to do for you. And the other thing you should know about me is that I don't often let theme restrict me when I'm scrapbooking. So these photos were actually taken at a Christmas Zoo Lights event. So I'm going to use these summer products to go ahead and scrapbook a Christmas layout. The first thing I do is to go through the entire kit and pull out any pieces that I think could work for this layout. Now, there's no way I'm going to use everything that I pull out, but I do start there. And then the second step to my process is to build a solid structure to my layout design. So I have those little photos that I am going to mat on a bigger block so that they read more prominently all together. Those small photos could get lost in the page, and this helps them stand out a little bit more. And then I'm just going to use smaller bursts of pattern paper to create a frame around these different photo block elements. I am cutting strips from these pattern papers and then overlapping the design and gluing them together to create longer elements. And that is easy to do if you have smaller repeating patterns. You can create a longer strip out of those. And then I'm working on the medium-sized elements on my page. So I go in and grab some of those puffy stickers and then that cut-apart piece, which is still a little bit too big. So I'm going to cut it down even more. And as I'm cutting it down, I realized it would make a great tag element. So then I just measure and snip off the corners and add a hole punch, and now I've created a tag. So that is one thing that you can do with cut-aparts if you feel like they're too big, is go ahead and resize them and turn them into another element. And then I'm taking a step to turn to my title because I have that space up there, and I am going to use one of these two words as my title, and I really like the word wild and wanted to combine it, but that wasn't working, so I am going to go with the little ephemera die cut piece that says look on the bright side, since this was a COVID Christmas event. And I'm going to back that title onto part of this blue pattern paper. I did go through a few to make a choice, and I ended up with this blue. And because that blue is going to be on my title and it's a brand new pattern of paper introduced into this entire layout, I feel like I need to put it in other places as well for some balance. So I am going to use it as my journaling block. I am using it as a base for an embellishment cluster, both on the left and the right of my page. And I fussed with my embellishment clusters a little bit so that I get them just where I want them to be. I realized my title block, the pattern paper stripes were running a different direction, so I did go back and make it the same as the rest of the elements for continuity. And then I size it down to how big I think it needs to be. I add that little banner up there to draw more attention up to the title, because word ephemera can kind of blend in with other elements on the page, especially when I have other words going on. So I'm trying to add a lot more prominence to this title. And as I think about more how to do that, I find this silver twine sitting on my desk. I add that some to my tag, and then I'm going to go ahead and just add a little loopy-loop to my title, since that will add a little more prominence to that title block up there, as well as mimic some of the electrical wire that is used for all of this lighting going on in this page. And then I feel like I need a few more little embellishments, both for my title block and to sprinkle on the page. So I add those in there, and I got my journaling in there, and I call this layout done. So I hope this gives you some good ideas on how to use a small sample kit of supplies to make big projects. I will be back on Friday with my free Cut File Friday video. If you enjoy electronic die cuts and free SVG files, do join me then. I'll see you next time.